So the game I'm playing today is called Puzzlement. This is a puzzle platformer developed by two guys whose names I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce because they're clearly foreign and contain way too many accents for my ignorant, uncultured brain to handle. It is worth noting though that this is not the first game that these two guys have put out on Steam. They were also responsible for developing another puzzle game called Hocus, which I never played before, and it's not like that's important in the slightest. I also have no plans on playing it in case you're wondering. Or maybe I will. I mean, most of the time whenever I say I'm not going to play a certain game, I just end up playing it regardless, because as I've established numerous times by now, I'm really bad at keeping promises. When I promise to do something, usually it doesn't get done, and when I promise to not do something, I usually do it anyway. My promise breaking works both ways, but anyway, this came out on Steam about a month and a half ago. I played it quite a bit off screen. As a matter of fact, I beat the entire game. I wasn't going to before recording this, but I got a little bit carried away. To tell you the truth, it's surprisingly easy for a puzzle platformer. I didn't find myself struggling too much on any of the levels. I mean, there were some levels where I made a wrong move and I ended up trapping myself and had to restart, but other than that, it's not the most challenging puzzle platformer in the world. I don't want to waste your guys' time too much on this title screen right here, so how's about we just get started right away? We're gonna go to the first level, of course, because I already completed everything. As a matter of fact, if you want to know what this screen is, it's basically the level select screen. I can just jump all the way to level 50 right now, which is the finale, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to start with level 1, we're going to complete everything in chronological order. So this is the game right here. So it takes place on a cube. You play as this ghost that looks like something out of Pac-Man. Yeah, it's basically a Pac-Man ghost. You can move around. You can only move between tiles though. You can't stop, like, in between them. You can also jump, which is not useful right now, but it will come in handy later on. So the levels themselves are shaped like 3D cubes, however, you only ever move on 2D planes. So when you get to this little intersection right here, you can just move on to the other face of the cube. So essentially what's going on here is that you're moving around on a 2D plane, but it's attached to a 3D object, if that makes any sense, or like it's painted onto a 3D object. This game mostly deals with perspectives. It's one of those perspective puzzlers, as I like to call them, where your perspective constantly shifts around and it shows you the level from different angles, and using that knowledge you can come up with different and unique ways to beat the level. That is pretty much the whole premise, although to be honest, it's a lot more unique than most of the perspective puzzlers I've played on my channel in the past. Anyway, collect this red square, and then we progress to the next level. So the entire objective here, in order to beat these levels, is collect all of the red squares. Once you collect all the red squares, you just progress to the next level, simple as that. Then it's introducing you to higher platforms, so when you're moving into a square that is just one tile high, what you can do is that you can walk into it, and as you can see, your little ghost guy grabs onto the ledge and pulls himself over it. And then you can just walk off it in order to fall down. Sometimes when you're moving across different faces of the cube, it also messes with your gravity. Oh god, this is kind of messing with my eyes actually, because now I'm staring in the center and it's causing optical illusions to occur. Okay, well I better get out of here then. So if you have platforms that are 2 tiles high, what you can do is that you can jump and then press right in order to grab onto the ledge, or press left depending on which direction you're facing, and that's how you can get over those ledges. It's pretty simple stuff. Yeah, so these first few levels are mostly like tutorials just to ease you into the game. I almost feel like the game becomes progressively easier as it goes on though. Because even though this is a puzzle game, I don't feel like there's that much of a challenge to it whatsoever. I almost feel like the puzzles become dumbed down as the game progresses. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, we're on the bottom face of the cube now. So what we do is that we just go down these platforms right here, and then all of a sudden we're on the side of the cube. Just walking along on the side in order to get the square right over there. You just gotta walk around to other sides of the cube in order to collect all these squares, sometimes grab onto ledges to pull yourself up onto higher platforms, and then fall down and sometimes mess around with gravity. Because like I said, the perspective shifts do sometimes mess around with gravity. There are switches that change the gravity manually, but I believe we only get introduced to them much later on. I'm not sure if I'm going to play through the entire game here, but we'll see. It depends. It depends on how long it takes me to beat these levels, which probably won't be that long, because like I said, it's not the hardest game in the world. Then we're on the side here. Yeah, it does get kind of confusing when you're moving around sideways, because Like, if you're completely upside down, the controls become inverted, so right becomes left and left becomes right. You kind of have to look at the level upside down, almost, in order to be sure that you're going to be moving in the right direction. So you do kind of need to think before you act, at least in some levels. Like I said, some levels, if you make one false decision, then you end up getting trapped and you have to reset. But even if that ends up happening, you don't lose that much progress, because these levels don't take a lot of time to complete. Like, most of them can be beaten in under a minute, as a matter of fact. So when you restart a level, like if you mess up and have to restart, you're not losing that much progress. So what we gotta do here is that we go down through that segment, right over there. And now, because we are in a different perspective, as you can see, gravity is going to switch. So now we're walking around on this face of the cube here, even though this cube is not like completely mapped out here. It's not like a full cube. You do get a little bit of a preview during the screen transitions. You get to see what the upcoming level will look like. This one right here is also pretty straightforward. You just climb up these ledges right up here. You just gotta jump up them. I'm not sure why, but when you collect the squares, they make a sound effect that kind of sounds like an Atari 2600 beep. Not entirely sure why. Sometimes the beep doesn't even play at all. So right here we need to try and mess with gravity right here. We climb on top of those platforms, and then all of a sudden we're on the side of the cube. We're just walking sideways, and now we're on the top face, and we can go and collect the square. So this right here is where we get introduced to the gravity switches. So this just completely reverses gravity. We're upside down now. Like I said, the controls are inverted when this happens, when you are upside down. So if you try going left, you'll end up going right instead, and vice versa. But we're going to see if we can deal with this. It's not the most confusing in the world. As a matter of fact, I got it right there. That was pretty darn simple. This is not as simple, but it's still not that challenging either. So we collect this square right over here. You have to hit that gravity switch in order to turn us upside down. What exactly do I want to do here again? I think what I want to do actually is fall up this way. Yes, indeed. And fall down to hit that switch. And then I'll grab all these squares right down over here. So because that'll cause me to fall down. And I can also jump in order to grab some of the squares too, as long as they're at least one tile above me. If I can't, then, well, I can't collect the square. And then there's just that other little one down over there. Now, I think I need to go back like this. Yes, I do need to, actually, because then I fall down. I'm on the side of the cube right here. I'm just walking sideways on it. And then I can go and collect the last square. Then right here, as you can see, there's only 2 squares remaining. Now, I don't remember if this is one of the levels that you can potentially get stuck on. I believe it is, though. So I may want to... Well, actually, I could demonstrate this here. I could demonstrate what happens when you do get stuck. So if I fall all the way down to the bottom of the cube now without collecting that red square, as you can see, there's no way for me to get back up, so I am stuck. So I press the R key just to restart. I think I actually have to go to the left, if I'm not mistaken. Or do I have to go to the left? Or do I just completely bone myself if I move left first? I don't remember. Oh wait, no. I don't think I do. Yeah, because then my gravity is shifted over to here now. The transition to the different faces has to be smooth, otherwise you can't advance to another face of the cube. So it needs to be smooth like this here, as you can see. See how I just smoothly go along it? That's what it's got to be. That's what it's got to look like. Oh wait, no. I think this does end up boning me as well, because once again I can get the right cube now. Or I can get the cube on the square on the bottom. Good God, I'm referring to 2D shapes as cubes. How exactly did I beat this level again? Because now I don't even remember. Do I have to maybe go back now? Or actually, hang on a second. No, I don't have to go back, because if I choose to fall off the platform from this direction, then I can climb back up onto the cube face and collect the last square. Very nice indeed. Okay, at least I remember that. I think I need to go down here first, otherwise I will once again get stuck. But keep in mind that there aren't that many levels where you can actually get stuck, though. There's only, like, very select few that you can actually get stuck on, and you have no choice but to reset. There's only maybe, like, somewhere between 5 to 10 levels that contain an actual risk of failure. but otherwise all of the other levels are designed in a way so that you can easily escape the rut that you've ended up getting yourself into. So we just fall down right over here, we just climb up the ledges, climb to the top of the staircase, and we end up getting the cube. Very good indeed. Now, I don't remember this one at all. Okay, I think I already messed that one up. How's about we go to the left, then? Yeah, because at least that way we'll be able to hit the gravity switch. And I don't believe we were supposed to do that either. Yeah, again, this can be very confusing at times, because, again, right is left, left is right, so I have to go over here. Oh yeah, okay, I think I see it. So, we fall down this way. Yeah, we just fall directly to the square. Yeah, some of them only have one square. This is a really weird one, though, because this one doesn't require you to think all that much. As you can see, there are gravity switches on all sides of the cube, so there is no possible way for you to, like, fall out of it. So you can just keep on going, keep on falling through, and collect all of these squares. And this is probably one of the easiest levels in the game. Not a whole lot of thinking goes into this one at all. See if I can try and get the ones in the center over here. Yeah, if I fall like this, then I'll be able to get them. I fall onto this ledge. Very nice indeed. Well, I guess when you only have like a couple squares remaining, then it requires a little bit of thinking. I have to go left. Very nice. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, and then you have some levels where you're controlling multiple ghosts. I'm just gonna refer to them as ghosts from now on, because that's exactly what they look like. I mean, they even have movement that resembles the Pac-Man ghosts. It looks like Blinky. He really does. Yeah, so these guys kind of move in tandem with one another, but when you move to either the left or the right, they will move at the same time, so you have to keep track of all three of them. This level, it's not too bad, though. There are some levels where they don't move in tandem with each other, and that's where it can start getting a little bit confusing. They start moving independently. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Do I want to go to the left? Okay, no, I don't think I want to go to the left because that's just going to cause me to fall. I think I want to go right. So I fall onto those platforms and then move to the left in order to collect the final 3 squares. And then we have 2 cubes this time, and each one contains its own ghost. So this is one of the first levels where you're controlling them independently. What I tried doing off screen was just trying to focus on the guy on the bottom at first. I don't think there's any way to get stuck here, though. I don't believe. This is one of the levels that does not possess a risk of failure at all, because there's gravity switches on all sides. So this should be okay. Yes, I can just go back because I ended up messing that up anyway. No. Don't go that way. Go to the right. Well, hang on a second. I can't jump back up there now because I don't have enough height. I can, however, go back over here, go onto this side. Very nice indeed. And then I can just climb up here and collect that red square. Okay, very nice. So now I don't need to worry about the guy on the top. The only problem is that if one of the ghosts falls off a platform, I have to wait for that ghost to fall onto another surface before I can move the other ghost. Like the second ghost completely freezes while the first one is falling. I don't really like that. I wish I could keep controlling the other ghost. But it's fine. It's fine. We know exactly what we're doing here, okay? I have to go to the right in order to collect that, and then just go back to the left in order to retrieve that final square. Yeah, as you can see, guys, we're already on level 20, so we're making some great progress here already. We haven't been playing for, like, not even 20 minutes. So, oh dear. What was I supposed to do here again? I think this is another level that has a possible risk of failure, although I don't know for sure. I mean, I can get the red square right over here, so I don't need to worry about the other guy now. There is no way I can get back up here now, though, is there? No, there's definitely not, because I went to the right the other way. Like, I went to the right on the top over here. Okay, yeah, I think this is one of the very few levels where you really need to think about the positions of all the ghosts. Otherwise, you're gonna end up messing something up. Although that's not really an issue now, because, again, we don't need to focus on the other guy. Okay, wait. What exactly am I doing again? Because I'm just getting confused. I think I need to actually... Yeah, I need to go upside down. I need to go upside down here. I can climb onto this, collect those squares, and then what I can do is I can just jump up this one to collect the last one. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, so at least that nightmare is over, because now we're just controlling one ghost. So that's very good. That's very cool indeed. So we gotta go over here, go to this side of the cube, hit the switch, so we fall onto this platform to collect those squares in particular, and then we go back down, hit this switch, collect that square, we're done with that level. And then here's what I prefer to call like a bonus level where we just have to go and collect all the squares again. Like all of the tiles on the cube are just filled with squares. We need to use the gravity switches and all these platforms in order to collect them. As you can see, we just fall on top of them. It's these levels in particular that are not challenging in the slightest, because I mean, there's squares everywhere, for goodness sakes. It's like the first half of the game is more challenging than the second half, I find. I don't know, I don't feel like the difficulty is very balanced, in my opinion. I really do feel like it does get a lot easier as the game goes on. First half is pretty challenging, like it has some challenging levels, but then second half, it just, I don't know, I'm not really sure what they were thinking with the second half of the game. I mean, the second half still has some interesting challenges. It's still surprisingly easy, I mean, given the fact that they're supposed to be the final levels. Also, I'm not even moving in the right direction. I'm supposed to be going over this way. Supposed to be going over this way. There we go, very nice. And then I need to fall to the left. Okay, very cool. I'm just shifting my gravity again. I think I need to shift it again because I want to go and get these ones down over here. Then I think all I need to do after that is possibly... Actually, hang on a second. I may want to rotate again. Maybe I would like to go over here. Actually, yes, I would like to go over here. I would like to go down this way to collect those squares, hit the puzzle, or hit the switch, I should say, or to collect the last one. In order to collect this one right up here, use the switch in order to collect that square, go to the left, hit this gravity switch, collect that one, and then hit that gravity switch, and then we just have to climb over this one right here, then we have another square. Very nice indeed. And then some way, okay, yeah, we just go to the left and then we're done with the level. Yeah, even when I was playing this off screen and I didn't know any of the solutions, I still found it to be like incredibly easy. This is one of those puzzle platformers where it really doesn't require that much thinking on the player's part, because they're not really that complicated. Like, they're some of the least complex puzzles I've seen. And like I said, it's really weird, because it seems like the first half is much more difficult than the second. It introduces you to the mechanics. Like, it does introduce some new mechanics in the second half, which we are going to get into in just a bit. But I find that the new mechanics that it introduces doesn't make the game that much easier or that much harder. I don't feel like the difficulty is that balanced. We just gotta fall over here, try to get some of these squares. We just jump up in order to collect that one. Very nice indeed. Do we want to go to the left? I think we want to go back to the left in order to go over this way, I believe. Well, actually, this is what I was already doing. How would I go around the other way, perhaps? Yeah? Is that what I want to do? I don't think that is what I want to do, actually. No, it's definitely not what I want to do, because I just end up falling back over here. Okay, wait, I have to go to the right. I gotta go to the right. Very nice. Right is the right way, which I don't believe is what they say at all. And then hit this switch. Yeah, see, now we're on the side. And then I think... Well, no, I can't just move to the right, because that's gonna cause me to miss the square entirely. I can go like this, however, and then we just move on to the left, so we fall down here, and yeah, then we can go in and get the final square. And then this one right here, there's only just one square. I believe we need to be moving on the side. So I think what we gotta do, we go down this way. We gotta use some of these as platforms. Yes, I think these ones in particular. Although I do think we need to go to the side, right? Yeah, you see how your perspective changes, but it's like, it messes with the gravity, because now you're walking on the side, which is not what I was doing before. So I think what we gotta do here, we gotta try and orient ourselves so that we're walking on the other side, so we're still not oriented correctly. So I have to try and figure out what exactly I'm doing here. Or I could turn myself upside down. Actually, no, that is what I am supposed to do. I'm supposed to turn myself upside down here. Then we go and get it. Very good indeed. There, so now half the game is done. So this new mechanic that it introduces right here, there is another cube within the cube. Yes, it's just cubes for days when it comes to this game, but this cube in the center that is changing color, you click on it, and the entire cube rotates. You will need this in order to solve some of the puzzles, like this one right here. You just connect the white tiles together, then all of a sudden, you can go and collect a square. Then you have, oh god, yeah, I remember this one. This one is a little bit of a pain. It's probably the most complicated level that involves the use of these rotating cubes right here. So I believe what you have to do, that you rotate this, yeah, and you combine it. You combine it to the other side like that, but I think I have to rotate myself over to there, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I have to go, yeah, I have to go over this way, I fall down over here. I can collect one of the squares down this way. Well, actually, I can collect two of them. Very nice indeed. Then I think I gotta rotate again, so... Yes, so I fall, grab those squares, and then the last one, again, just involves more rotating. Okay, actually, that wasn't too bad. I spent, like, probably 10 minutes trying to figure out that level when I first played it, but that was actually not too bad that time. Then there's 3 cubes merged together, and oh god, when you look at it from the side, those squares look a lot like diamonds. So what we gotta do is that once again, we just gotta rotate. We gotta rotate in a way so that our ghost friend falls into the squares. So he adjusts his perspective. We have to adjust his perspective so that gravity just gives up on him. Not too bad. Not too shabby right now. That's not gonna work at all. Hang on a second. Maybe go back over to here. Okay, wait. How about I rotate this? I mostly figured this level out by just constantly rotating the cubes around, not really thinking about where exactly he was going to fall. Oh, but this is actually really good. I still figured it out regardless. And we just have some more gravity switches right over here. And we can also rotate the cube in the center. How about we hit this? And yeah, I think I'm gonna rotate right over here. Yeah, because the way that's arranged, I can move left. I can collect those two down there. I can switch the gravity around. I can fall back down and collect those two. Very good indeed. And then I think I can make this transition right over here. Oh, wow. See, that's what I mean, guys. It doesn't require that much thinking. You don't need a massive amount of brain power in order to figure these levels out. But I guess that is also for the better. I mean, you don't want to make a puzzle game that's, like, overly complicated. It requires, like, 5 hours of thinking. You need to have an IQ of, like, 5 million. And you certainly don't want to make a puzzle game that requires you to guess. I mean, that's one of the reasons why people criticize Minesweeper all the time, because to be fair, Minesweeper, in some scenarios, does pretty much require you to guess, due to the random nature of the game, or at least the random nature of the Windows version. I can still get out of here, though. Okay, the only problem with this, however, is that, given the way I'm oriented, this is another level where you can get yourself stuck, though. And you'll have to reset if you do end up doing that, so I don't want to do this right now. I think what I want to do, instead, is go over here and retreat to safety for just a moment. So I think I just want to move off here, and I want to bring that over to me. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to do that. I can just fall onto it. Very nice. Okay, cool. Then we just orient that. Now I think what I have to do is reorient myself to the side. I have to fall to the side, like right over here. Not that way. Wait a second. Let's try this. Try this out right here. Okay, yes, that's perfect, actually. Because then I can go down over here and just collect the final squares. If I did that too early, then I wouldn't be able to get back to the first one, the one that can rotate, and I'd have to reset. There we go, very nice. So we're 3/5 of the way there, guys. You know what? I think I will just try to beat the rest of this game. I mean, it's not a difficult game in the slightest. It's not challenging at all. It's like baby level stuff. Well, maybe not baby level necessarily. I mean, to be fair, I did get stuck on some of the levels before, but once you know the solution, it's easy sailing from there on, or at least when you come back and revisit the game and you try to complete all of them again. At that point, it really depends on how strong your short-term memory is. Very nice indeed. Just involves some platforms. This one's a little more complicated. Gotta climb to the top. You gotta climb on top. Okay, yeah, I can still collect it like that, though. I thought it was gonna fall into a surface I didn't want to go to. Okay, then after that, we just need to try and reorient ourselves here. Try and get a different orientation. That's not the one we want right now, though. Is this the one we want? Okay, no, that is not the one we want either, because that's just gonna restart me back over here. I got a better idea. I'm gonna go to the left. Yeah, see, now I'm upside down. So I can probably make that smooth transition, right? Yes, I can just fall down onto it. Very nice indeed. Sometimes when you think you screwed up, maybe you just went in the wrong direction. Again, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes when you're upside down due to the inverted controls. You can easily get this right over here. That's not a problem. That ain't no issue. This might be a little bit of an issue though. Hang on. What the hell did I do here? Wait. I can climb back up. I can climb back up and reorient myself so I can, yeah, so I can hit the switch again. Very good. Now, do I want to go back down, though? Okay, no, I definitely see where I'm gonna fall, but I think this is what I want to do. So I go down here. Yeah, and then I can hit the gravity switch. So now I'm going sideways, go to the left, then fall into the square. Very nice. I think there is a specific direction I'm supposed to take in order to complete this one. Or maybe there isn't, actually, because I think all the surfaces are smooth enough. Maybe it doesn't matter, but hang on. I'm gonna try it out anyway. I want to go to where most of the squares are. Very nice. Okay, cool. And then I have to just figure out how to get back to the top one. Oh wait, no. I think I did mess it up, did I? Yeah, I did, because there is no way to get back up now. Okay, never mind. Okay, maybe I want to go and collect that one first, perhaps. Yeah, I'd have to go and collect that one first, because then when I go back over here, I can fall down and... Yeah, there we go. Very nice. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Just a minor mishap that I was easily able to correct. So once again, you can rotate all of these cubes here. Okay, well maybe not all of them, but I can bring some of them closer, actually. That's very good. That's always welcome. If I can just bring them closer to me. Here, let me just change my gravity around. Okay, yeah, there is a platform that I can grab onto here. Grab onto for dear life. Hang on, I want to change my gravity. Very nice. Pick up that. I want to jump onto this platform if I can. Hang on a second. Yeah, I can't go from underneath it because I'm just going to bang my head into it. So I got to be standing to the side of it in order for that to work. Okay, and then change my gravity again. Yeah, so I'm walking on the side here so I can go and collect that. And then what's this going to do? This is just going to make me fall. Okay, what can I do in order to bring this closer to me, I wonder? Actually, I could do this. Yes, okay, there we go. We oriented it correctly because then I'll just fall into it. Very nice indeed. Then you have 2 cubes. The one in the center doesn't rotate. You can drop down here in order to collect that one. This is a level where you cannot get stuck no matter what. If you just end up going the wrong way, you can just correct yourself. No strike against you here. There we go. Just collect that one. And then I believe we can... Yeah, we can fall down over here in order to collect that square. Fall to the side. Okay, then how exactly are we going to want to rotate this? Yeah, we'll go over here in order to pick up that cube. Then we'll fall back over here. We're not going to be able to collect it like that, because the thing about jumping in this game is that you can't move around in the air when you are jumping. It doesn't work that way. I think what I'm going to want to do instead is... Okay, not do that, because now if I move, I'm just going to fall straight down. Actually, where exactly am I going to go if I do this? I'm gonna be upside down if I do that, yeah. Okay, what if I grab onto this ledge here and then start rotating? What will happen then? What sort of wacky situations will I get myself into if I do that? Oh god, what am I even doing at this point? I completely forgot how to solve these puzzles. Okay, I need to get off this platform because this is clearly not working. I think this might have worked actually. Oh yeah, it definitely did, because now I can get back down to here in order to grab this one. How about I go down back over here, try to rotate this, see where exactly I'll fall. Yeah, I fall back over to here. Then what can I do to get back up? Oh, I can just do this. Jump up and get that square. Very nice indeed. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Actually, this one you may need to take a very specific path in order to complete. I don't remember for sure, though. I do believe this one has a risk of failure, though. And, well, I mean, no risk of failure now, because I just beat it. Okay, never mind. These levels are actually a lot easier than I remember them being. I mean, like I said, I keep regurgitating this point, but the second half is not difficult. It's surprisingly easier. I find that it's actually easier than the first half. Here, I'm gonna try and rotate this so I can at least fall into some of the squares. Very nice. I can just jump up to collect that one. Very good indeed. Change my gravity. I want to fall down, please. Thank you very much. Grab that. Go and collect that one too. I can jump over this in order to fall down here and collect that square. And we just fall here. Very nice indeed. Yeah, and then I think I can just walk over to collect those. Then I'm gonna have to rotate again. This one is a little bit more complicated, I will admit. But this one mostly just involves orienting yourself correctly in order to fall into most of the squares. Like this right here. So I'll be able to fall into that one, given the way I rotated it. Oh yeah, well, where am I gonna fall here? Okay, yeah, I'll just fall straight down. And then I can jump up here in order to collect that one. Here, let's try messing with gravity again. Okay, I'm gonna go down there. What about this? Okay, very nice. I collected that one. Rotate again, because I can just walk on this edge jump up and grab that. And I think I will... Okay, well... Oh yeah, rotating myself is okay here, actually. Because I still managed to nab that one. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be standing on, like, the very far left side of that. Because I'm not falling into anything. That's the problem. I think I'll be able to get that one. Yes, very good. Oh god, it's messing with my eyes again because I keep staring in the center. If you stare at it in the center, it almost looks like it becomes flat, or there's like a layer of depth to it. I mean, all of the faces of the cube are shaded different colors, so it gives the illusion that there's like the cubes themselves are creating elevated platforms. It's so bizarre. Human brain is a weird contraption. So are the eyes. Here, how about I just rotate you so that you get closer to it? Very nice. Now you can actually grab it. Good job, little ghost. Good job, even though I'm actually, like, helping you along here, but you need it. You can't accomplish these tasks on your own. You need the help of someone who can use their brain meat. They can put their mind flesh to good use. Alright, so now I just need one more, and I think... where do I want to go here? I think this will cause me to fall right into it, actually. Yeah, very nice. Okay. That one's done. Now we have 4 cubes that we can rotate around here. So how about I go down over here first. I'll fall down this way, jump up to this in order to nab that square. I'm gonna rotate this again. I think what I want to do is that I want to fall back over here. Yes, because I'll be able to get this one, collect that, go down over here, jump up, collect that square. I do kind of wish it gave you an indication as to how many squares you had remaining, like how many squares you still had to collect before you can complete the level. I mean, it's not that hard to tell. You get to see the entire level anyway. I think you can pretty easily establish how many objects you have left remaining before you can continue on. You can go back down over here and go nab that. There's only 3 left. Yeah, and then I believe I can just move over to the left right here and just jump up to collect this square. How many times have I said the word square in this video? I feel like it's already been at least a million. But I can fall down here though, we can go and nab this one. And then all we have to do is just fall back down to the first square and just go and collect that one, and we're done with this level. Pretty simple stuff, overall. Even though it throws all these mechanics your way. This one is just gonna require some more rotation. I do believe you can set these up in a way so that you can fall through an entire line of squares. And I think I did manage to get that set up before. I don't remember how I achieved the setup. That's not... Okay, if I go onto that, that's only going to cause me to fall through one of them, though. So what I want to do instead is this. Okay, yes, that definitely works. And then I want to go back over here. Okay, that only causes me to fall through one of them. This will cause me to fall through an entire line, though. I can just walk through this in order to grab these. These I can just, like, jump up in order to get. But hang on a second, let me rotate so that they come closer to me. Very nice indeed. We can go grab that. Then maybe we want to wait, get these on the same plane as us. Yeah, so then we can just go and walk over them. And I think all we gotta do is just, like, fall down. Okay, very nice. Mess around with this cube a little bit. And I think... Yeah, we can just walk down in order to grab them. Very nice. We're on level 41, so we're in the home stretch, guys. Last 10 levels here. So, this one, we have got to use the gravity switches yet again. But as you can see, they all have flat sides this time, so there's no risk of failure. There's no consequences for screwing up. Also, did I just say consequences? Putting emphasis on random letters, because, like I mentioned in the past, that I am a wordsmith. I know how to use words. I craft sentences beautifully using these words. But regardless, we got that one. And then after that, we can just use this gravity switch, and well, actually, we're not going to fall into it. Yes, because we're gonna fall onto the other side, but then I think we can use this one and completely screw up the thing again. Oh, wait a second, I know what I'm doing wrong. I have to jump onto this ledge, and then I fall, and then I can grab onto this one and then collect the square. That's what I was doing wrong, right in front of my face. Okay, yeah, this one I remember. Again, there's no way to screw this one up. But you do have to orient yourself in a very certain fashion in order to collect all of these. So I think it starts by going down over here, falling onto this square, grabbing this ledge. You collect the first one, very nice indeed, but then there's absolutely nothing else you can do beyond that. So then I think what you have to do is that you have to go back down, repeat the whole process over again. But I think this time... Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop recording momentarily because suddenly my antivirus software kicked in and it started screwing up the whole video because it can't leave me the frig alone for like 1 second. But as I was saying, you have to go down here. Oh wait, I'm not even focused on the game window. God, I'm just... This is why I shouldn't record videos late at night. Anyway, yeah, so you have to go here. You have to go down here, because then, if you go to this side, as you can see, you have a bit of a different orientation now, right? Because you're on the side. So then what you can do... Oh god, wait, what can you do again? Oh right, you can go over this way. You go over this way, and then you're on the top right here. You're on the top, and then you collect that one. You collect that one. Okay, you can't get enough height in order to get that. I believe what you can do, however... Yeah, I mean, you can go up here. Oh yeah, you can just fall onto it. There we go, that's how you beat that level. As simple as that. And then you just have another level where you have only, like, one square here. Again, you have to go in a specific direction, because you have to reorient yourself. How exactly do you reorient yourself? Well, I'm gonna see if I can remember. Because apparently my short-term memory is failing me. It's starting to fail me here, guys. So just bear with me, okay? We're gonna make it through this together, I promise. Okay, actually, I don't think that's what I want to do, because I'm just gonna end up having the same orientation. Do I want to go down over here? Oh yeah, I definitely want to go down here. Yeah, just, there's no thinking that goes into this, guys. It really none. Sometimes it does feel like your brain just kind of takes over for you. Your subconscious does all the thinking. Really not challenging in the slightest. But then, I believe... what do we want to do here? No, we want to adjust our orientation first. We want to fall off the ledge in this fashion, so that way our gravity shifts, so we can go collect that. And then we're going to... Yeah, we're going to want to go off this side in order to grab this one. See, that's what I mean. Like, see how easy the levels are all of a sudden? Now this one, I believe this is the last one where you can actually screw up. Your movement does matter. And okay, yeah, I think if they stop moving in tandem, then you start missing crap up. Or do you actually? Well, I mean, you can jump. Well, hang on a second. Well, no, because one of them is guaranteed to go off. Oh, how did I do this again? I think... Do you have to bring one of them off to the other side? Oh wait, no, I think I just solved it, guys. Yeah, because now they're moving in tandem again. Yeah, so you have to get the other one to go into the other cube. I forgot about that. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I made it seem a lot more difficult than it actually was. But I do believe you can fail that one, though. If you move in the wrong direction, then one of the ghosts ends up getting stuck, because one of them has to fall into a space that was occupied by another ghost before. If you end up failing to do that, then you have to start all over. Okay, so go and collect that one. And we can just go and walk up here. We just go fall. We just go and fall. And we collect that one. Very good indeed. Can we... Wait, can we go back up? Oh wait, no. We definitely can. We definitely can. We go up like this. Then we attach ourselves to this side of the cube over here, this cube face. Just go and jump up to that. Then I think after that we just need to try and climb our way back up. If I remember correctly, I don't think that's the way to do it, however. This, I believe, is the way to do it. Yeah, there we go. Very... Oh wait, hang on. No, because I can't make it over to that platform though. Okay, maybe this was another one that I could actually fail. Or can I go up to this platform instead? Yeah, I can. Okay, actually no. I can get myself out of this rut. I can get myself out of this rut for sure. Because I can just go to the left side. I can go to the left side. Okay, it's fine. We're all good. This one, I believe, you can also mess up. What you gotta do is that you have to... I think you have to avoid the gravity switch at first. You have to go up here in order to get this one. Because if you hit the gravity switch, then there's no way to get back down. So the red square just ends up staying there. And you have no method of collecting it. But then I think now you have to hit the switch. So now what you gotta do is go over this way. You just jump and collect that one. After that, you have to climb up here... If I'm not mistaken. Oh god, the perspective is just all wonky. Yeah, because I think now I can just fall, and then we can go to the side, just grab and collect that one. Not too bad. This one is not even a cube, it just looks like a star. Once again, you're just walking around the sides and trying to collect it. This one is a little more complicated than it seems, though. So what you can do is that you can go into the center right here, and you can grab onto one of the ledges in the center, and it just completely screws up your orientation. For the better, because this is actually what you need to do in order to beat the level. But I'm gonna start by collecting these first. Collecting these squares right over here. These ones on top. Yeah, so I have to go up here, and then... Well, actually, no. I have to go to the bottom, don't I? There's one ledge that I can actually grab here from the bottom, and it's really weird, and I don't fully understand how it works. It's not that. It's like... It's this right over here. Yeah, there we go. You just go to the left, and then all of a sudden you're upside down. This is what we want, though. This is definitely what we want. So we go over here, just grab all of these squares in the meantime. We can just climb up this one in order to collect the other. Yeah, and then we jump up to this ledge, so that we can go and grab the last 5 here, and then I think we just need to repeat the same thing for the other sides. Or wait, can we repeat it for the other sides? Well, I think we can do something with this part over here. Yeah, grab onto that, and then this. Oh god, this is so confusing because the controls are just completely screwed up right now. Yeah, we can fall onto this. Very nice. The only problem is that the other part is not identical. This part over here. It's not identical to the other parts, I mean. The other parts of the star that is constructed out of various cube faces. Star cube? No, that makes too little sense. Yeah, see, the problem is that I can't jump up to that platform, though. Because that's too far away. I'm just gonna end up falling to the one on the bottom. Oh, wait, I think I see what I have to do. I just have to climb, do I? I have to orient myself like I normally would, and then just climb over to it? Okay, yeah, I definitely have to do that. That's definitely what I gotta do. And then just fall on them. Very nice. Okay, penultimate level here, guys. Penultimate level, and once again, you're controlling 3 ghosts. No way of getting stuck this time, though. I mean, there was no way of getting stuck on the previous level either, but this is like the... One of the very few ghost levels that you can get stuck on, like the multiple ghost levels, where you're controlling more than one. I want to go up here in order to collect this red square, the ghost on top. You, on the other hand, can go and nab that one. Very nice indeed. No, you're too far away. That one's too far away. You can't jump up to that. This ghost, on the other hand, can. The one on the bottom. And I think the ghost on the very bottom part of the cube. Yeah, you can go up and grab that one and collect it. Actually, this one you can also bone yourself on. Yeah, this is the final level. Again, there is a specific path that you need to take in order to get through this, though. And I don't remember what it is, but I'm gonna try my best anyway. If I end up screwing it up, then, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. But I'm gonna see if I can remember how to do this. Yeah, I have to go down like that, right? Very good. And then I think... Or do I have to go back the other way now? No, I think I'm supposed to collect the one on the right first. Okay, no, I'm not supposed to because I just screwed it up. I forgot. If I fall down like that, then that's gonna result in dumb crap. So I think what I actually have to do is go back the other way. Yeah, because if I do this, I'll land on that platform. Yeah, and then I'll land on the top, so I'll be upside down, and then after that I can just hit the gravity switch again and then grab the last square. All right, well there we go, guys. That's Puzzlement. We beat the entire game. And for the record, this game does not have a proper ending. After you complete the final level, it just takes you back to the level select screen, but you beat it though. So that is Puzzlement. Like I said, not the most difficult puzzle platformer in the world. Controls are fairly simple, but I don't expect them to be overly complicated. In fact, it's better if they're not. But this is an interesting little puzzle platformer. I picked this up for only $2 for the record, so it was not expensive at all. I believe this is supposed to be another one of those, relaxing puzzle games. I don't know why I said relaxing like that, but, I mean, to be fair, that's how a lot of these puzzle games are advertised. They're meant to be relaxing because, you know, there's no overly complicated gameplay, no one shooting each other in the face with guns, with gigantic assault rifles, no copious amounts of over-the-top violence or hard-driving rock music. You know, just got some really cool puzzles to solve, along with some ambience in the background, some chilled out ambience that you can listen along to, or if you just feel like listening to the music and zoning out instead, I mean, that's one thing you can do as well. So to be fair, whenever I see puzzle games like this being marketed the way they are, I can't help but mock it. Like, the term relaxing is starting to become a little bit overused for these kinds of puzzle games. It's almost becoming like cliche, but I still wanted to show this off to you guys regardless, because like I said, I'm just starting to get back into the swing of making videos, and I felt like it would be a good idea if I just played some lighter stuff just to get myself back into this whole habit, but I'll play some more complicated games later on. I mean, I have a bunch of real-time strategy games that I want to cover on my channel at some point. There's also an incredibly difficult platformer that came out quite recently that I would like to play. Not gonna mention what it is. I'm also not gonna mention what the RTS games I plan on covering are either. And I still want to make a video of Distance, which I said I would play very soon in the Nitronic Rush video. I actually didn't have Distance in my Steam library yet when I mentioned that, but I did finally get around to purchasing that too, and there will be a video of that coming very soon. But yeah, it's an interesting little platformer. Not the most unique concept for a puzzle platformer, because, you know, I've played a lot of perspective puzzlers, as I like to call them, in the past, the ones that completely screw with your perception of perspective. It may look ridiculous and confusing from one camera angle, but from another, it may actually make 100% sense. I will admit, I am kind of a sucker for those kinds of games, though, because I've always been fascinated by optical illusions, and I've always been fascinated by how the human brain actually creates those illusions. You know, stare at this image in the center and you'll see dots appear in the image, even though that's not actually what's happening, but it's tricking your brain into seeing something that isn't there. It's very intriguing. Like I said, the human brain is a very bizarre and complex machine, and it's funny too, because our brain is the very machine that we use in order to learn more about ourselves and the universe around us and our own bodies and how they function. I mean, don't you think that is kind of strange, the fact that we're using an organ in our body in order to learn more about the exact same organ because we don't fully understand how it even works? The world really is wonderful, isn't it? But anyway, I have no idea where I was going with that tangent, but, you know, that's something I've always been fascinated by as a kid. But anyway, what about the actual game? Should I go in and pick this up for just 2 measly bucks? Is it worth my investment to deposit an entire toonie into this computer program where you play as Blinky from Pac-Man, picking up red squares that make Atari 2600 noises for some reason? Is it worth the mental stimulation? Well, personally, I would say yes. Again, I still don't think it's the most difficult puzzle game ever, so maybe you won't get that much mental stimulation out of it. But if you're at all interested in puzzle games that play around with the idea of shifting perspectives, then yes, I would say definitely give it a shot. Besides, it's only $2, even if you don't like it. I mean, I can still understand getting a refund, but it's only $2. You're not getting that much money back. Are you really gonna be that mad? Are there much better games out there? Yes, there definitely is. There's actually a lot better puzzle games in my opinion. But for what it is, I would still say give it a try, regardless. If you feel like putting your brain to good use, which I understand is not the point of most video games, but it is the point of puzzle games though. This genre may not have been as important to the development of video games as other genres, but as I mentioned when I played Chuchel, it's a nice distraction from your Counter-Strikes and your Fortnites and your PUBGs. Sometimes you just gotta sit back, relax, and take a break from the gun games every once in a while, because that's not entirely what video games are about. It's not always about non-stop hardcore blow-your-face-off action 24/7. You also have to acknowledge the lighter experiences, because, you know, different tastes for different people, right? Anyway, you're probably getting tired of my rambling now, and I fully understand if you are, so I'm just gonna end the video. Links in the description if you want to purchase Puzzlement. I do recommend you go and play it, so do it now or I will be extremely upset. It'll make me so upset that I might even throw a teddy bear across the room, because I'm a 7-year-old apparently. Anyway, thanks for watching as always, guys. I'll see you in the next video I make. Later!